Hello everybody, it's Tommy and welcome back to another video for the Disney save. Today we're going to be adding Mushu to the save file, and I told you guys in the last video that he was going to be translated over into a spellcaster sim. And I think this is probably the only way that we could really add Mushu into the save currently. The only thing that we have that's even like close to resembling something related to him is a familiar, and it's kind of odd to give like a random family member a familiar in that way. I don't even know if you can give non-spellcaster sims familiars. So I had a talk with some patrons and we kind of decided that it was probably best to translate him over into a human sim or a spellcaster, and also that way he can be a little bit more of a bigger part of the save file versus if you do him as like an animal character, they don't really get as much to do. So these bigger characters that have like a lot of speaking lines, like Mushu is one of the main characters of Mulan, so it makes a lot of sense that we will want to have him represented in the save. So I hope you like my translation of him, and without further ado, let's get into it. So Mushu's aspiration is leader of the pack. He is an outgoing, self-absorbed, ambitious sim. He is a spellcaster, and his career will be a Fa family guardian, which is basically like a registration with the Ministry of Labor, and then you get to design and create your own title and job description. So I think it would be really fun if he actually served as like a protector and a guardian of the Fa family. Mushu is a family guardian spellcaster for the Fas. He is tasked with assisting Fa family members on important life journeys and protecting the family through scary challenges. Unlike the other family guardians, Mushu can be very selfish and overconfident. He's the type to fish for compliments and think he is the smartest person in every room. Sometimes his willingness to be a guardian is entirely dependent on what he feels he can gain from the situation. Because of this, he has struggled with guardian duties in the past, and other Fa family members have paid the price. Underneath his selfishness, Mushu has a good heart and will usually do what he thinks is best for the family. He dreams of one day becoming head guardian of the Fa family. Mushu has a special living quarters located underneath the shrine on the farm. He is an immortal sim with powers related to elements and talking to animals. Mushu is not the most skilled person in terms of fighting, strategy, or swordsmanship like Mulan. He's not even the most skilled magically in terms of family guardians. Mushu's personality stands out in his sense of overconfidence, his comedic timing and charm, and his big heart. He wants the best for the Fas, particularly Mulan. Mushu is also a mean gong ringer. Now for Mushu's general design, this was definitely a tough one, more so than a lot of them when we are trying to translate some kind of an animal into a sim. I feel like I can pull a lot of the characteristics over, but a dragon is very, very tough, and Mushu in general just has a design that I felt like was so hard to translate. So I actually went and looked through some different art of people who had attempted to translate Mushu into some kind of a human character before, and I definitely used a lot of that as inspiration. I wanted to make sure that he was obviously Chinese. I wanted him to have the same color scheming as Mushu, so we're sticking with a lot of reds, a lot of golds. If you remember, Mushu sort of has these horns that go off the back of his head, and they fade from like a light blue to a dark blue. So although it is a lot, I feel like very colorful overall, we did decide to go ahead and give him blue hair, and I think it's kind of fun. He also has a dragon tattoo. I believe that is the one that comes with City Living. You really can't see it underneath his clothing. And I also gave him a couple of piercings. I feel like it fits really well with the shape of his nose, trying to sort of replicate that entire look. And I did mismatch his hair and his beard. His hair is the blue color, and then his beard is more of like a yellow color, kind of like the two little bits that come off of his face. There is a beard type that would have looked really nice if we had it available in game for me to be able to add to him as a character, and I definitely want to maybe do a little bit of CC and add something like that so that it resembles him even more. But as far as the beard types go in The Sims currently, where we don't really have a ton of options, I did feel like this is probably one of the better options, or probably one of the more appropriate. I gave him pointed ears, which I felt like was kind of fun. He's definitely going to be a little bit of a standout amongst the Fa family. He's very colorful compared to a lot of the other family members. His room is located away from the rest of the household. If you haven't seen the speed build video for it, definitely check that out down below in the Disney Save playlist so that you can see his room and everything that goes along with it a little bit better. And stay tuned for the rest of the family members. We're going to have the entire Fa family, the parents, the grandmother, and the dog coming up in a cast video on Thursday, so make sure you come and check that out. If you would like to support the Disney Save on Patreon, you can do so by clicking the link in my description box down below, or the one at the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Hit that little bell icon below to turn on post notifications so you can get updated every single time I post, and I will talk to you all in the next one.